Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Nowitzki. He's out there with Donaldson. Doncic out there with Aguirre. And it's Blackman in at the 2 guard. Doncic with it. Now defended by Oubre.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Embiid, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Down low. Here's Nowitzki. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Man, you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey. Here's Aguirre. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Maxey passes to Oubre. And here's George for 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Pass to Blackman. Here is Aguirre. And Embiid pulls it down. George against Aguirre. Oubre outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Doncic passes to Aguirre. And here is Nowitzki. Shoots over Oubre. Hits the outside fadeaway. Nowitzki's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Donaldson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And it goes down 2 points.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Henley's checked in for Aguirre.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Checking in.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
Joel Embiid. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Blackman. Six on the shot clock. They set the pick. The 3 for Doncic. No good on that one. 76ers trailing. And stolen by Nowitzki. Pass to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Grimes passes to Oubre. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Dallas. Shakes him. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Here's Philadelphia. 4-point game. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr., you deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
Here's Finley driving inside. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Grimes with the bucket.
Well, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Doncic kicks to Finley. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Oubre. Nowitzki, no good. The 76ers lead. Grimes passes to Embiid for the three. It's rebounded by Donaldson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Blackman. Here's Donaldson, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. The 76ers making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Harper's checked in. Now here's Nowitzki. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now Finley, after the missed three from Tyrese Maxey. A shot. No good off the front iron. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Maxey just completely disregarding the defense because he can.
Stolen. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's George. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. George has got 5. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Finley can't get it to go. Grimes passes to Maxey. Fires from way outside. Shot by Grimes. No good. And guys, it's been Kelly Oubre making things happen so far for the 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Jackson. Bradley is out there with Harper. And it's Blackman in at the 2-guard spot. The Mavericks trailing. Now Harper still without a basket. Bradley and McCain pulls it down. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Bradley. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And there's the call on Jared Butler. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Chandler comes in for Bradley. And Aguirre subbed in for Jackson.
Mark Aguirre.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's Harper with the drive, and he converts the layup.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Dallas making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Here's Butler. Nothing on the board. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Lets it go from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Edwards brings the double team. Here's Blackman. Misses in close. Butler against Harper. Here's Embiid. Embiid running the floor.
The big man out ahead. Embiid, I see you showing those wheels.
Out to the right wing. Here's Mashburn. Off target from outside. The 76ers leading by 8. Inside. Out to Edwards. Outside Butler. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night here. And the 76ers with some changes. Kelly Oubre comes in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. Chandler's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Harper.
Yeah, and Mashburn, really one of the more versatile guys at that forward position. He can score, rebound, and pass all at a high level.
Here's McCain. Here's Yabusele. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Yabusele's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia. Here's Doncic. A 3 from Aguirre. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Yabusele. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Pass to Mashburn. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas calls their first timeout of the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oubre against Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Oubre. Dallas again missing. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Outside, Maxey. Here's Bona. Connects from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 15.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Doncic. Let's go. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Doncic has got his first points of the night. Oubre outside. Launches a 3. They get it back. And here's George for 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas.
Paul George.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Personal foul. 15 foul.
And he can't get the first one.
The line for the Mavericks.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Good on the second free throw. The 76ers leading by 12. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Mavericks have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And just a difficult cover. Aguirre's a great ball handler, and at 6'5", he's got deceptive speed. He can work you inside and out.
Maxey against Doncic. Outside for George. Three-pointer, and the 3 ball is good. George has got 8 points.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in a zone.
Here's Doncic. Luka throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Oubre. Here's Grimes. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to 12 points. The points that time coming from Luka Doncic. Here's Maxey, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Willing that ball in. Tyrese Maxey has a nose for points.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
At the line for 1, Tyrese.
On the free throw, no good. Mavericks trailed by 14. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Blackman's shot is off. Blackman's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
Pass to Donaldson. And he gets the bucket. He's got 8.
Well, if they're doubling you, then you know someone is open to shoot. So smart move passing it out.
That will count. That one, no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action in just a minute.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot from goal, please. They're measuring up that shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
We've got Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And so it's Dallas with Philadelphia able to drain the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Now, Maxey. Dirk Nowitzki missing from long range. Maxey attacking again, Philadelphia.
And Maxey is just terrific on the drive. His speed and ability to finish is different in so many ways.
Outside, Aguirre. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Aguirre's got 6.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
Here's Doncic. 8 points for him. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Oubre. Ooh, what a slam! Oh, my. What a slam!
Gracious. That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Doncic with it. Maxey covering. Here's Nowitzki. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Philadelphia leading by 20. Lets the three fly. Maxey, no good. George against Aguirre. Pass to Donaldson. Now Nowitzki. The three. Drills the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And for a big man, that ability to space the floor is what makes Nowitzki such a special offensive player.
Embiid kicks to George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the 76ers lead by 20. Outside, Aguirre. Nowitzki for three. Again, the miss by Nowitzki.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Oubre. Aguirre grabs the miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And for his size, Nowitzki's abilities as a shooter are really special. This guy can knock it down as if he played in the backcourt.
And the 76ers making a change here. Yabusele's checked in.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Mavericks trail by 17. Blackman, the pass to Aguirre. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his fourth rebound in this one. Maxey in the corner. Pass to Embiid. Over Blackman. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Now, here is Aguirre. T right on him. Now, Doncic. He's covered by Maxey. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Donaldson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category. Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Count that bucket. Nowitzki's got 6 in the quarter.
Tremendous offensive output tonight. Dirk can stuff the stat sheet.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Finley's checked in for the Mavericks. The 76ers leading by 13. Nice shot by Yabusele.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
To the paint, here's Nowitzki. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. Nowitzki's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Trains the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Pass to Finley, and Nowitzki has it in the corner. Buries it from three-point range. Nowitzki's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Mavs. Over to the wing. Here's Yabusele. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Doncic. He takes it in, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Doncic passes to Finley. Back to Doncic. Here's the three. That shot misses. Philadelphia leading by 14. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Grimes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The three for Doncic. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. On the floor for Dallas, Aguirre is out there with Chandler. And there's Jackson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Mashburn in at the small forward. Here's Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Butler from outside. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's the thing about a superstar like Embiid. He does have a score-first mentality, but he trusts his teammate. He knows when to make the right pass.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And Edwards slams it in.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Doncic against Embiid. Chandler is screen. Here's Mashburn. Out to Doncic. There's the three. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Edwards, that's good.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the right side. To the inside. Mashburn powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Philadelphia. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Butler against Harper. Here's the screen. Outside Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wide open look. Harper's shot's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Here's Yabusele. Traps in the tray.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Grimes, and again, it's Philadelphia.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Timeout, Dallas. trailed by 14. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Donaldson. Pass to Aguirre. Off target with his 3. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Butler's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
Donaldson the pass to Aguirre. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Doncic passes to Nowitzki. Doncic looking it over. To the wing on the left. Fades away. Aguirre, no good.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. Pass to Grimes. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got 8 rebounds in this game. Inside, here's Donaldson.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
And it's Oubre off the drive. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Driving to the basket. And the dunk by Aguirre. Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
The assist, Luka Doncic.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Embiid throws it down.
Whoa, there is the nasty streak that I like to see from Embiid. He wants to destroy you, and I love it when he's got that look in his eye.
Philadelphia foul. Joel Embiid. That's his 3rd personal foul.
And the first one drops.
At the line for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic taking 2 shots.
All free throws good from Doncic. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fires for 3. A nice shot by McCain. And so it's Dallas with it. Doncic outside.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
3rd team foul.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic at the line for 2.
That one misses. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at